Mic check. Yo! King of the Pit TV. There's ROCKSTEADY. Better than Ezra. Friction Baby is the record. Baby, baby. How many tracks we got? We got 13 numbers on this. No nonsense. No filler. Okay, cool. Devoted to David. Recommended the last Better Than Ezra record. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the songwriting was good. Very enjoyable experience. So I am looking forward to jumping into this one. What more needs to be said? It starts off with the King of New Orleans. Let's go.
Got an angel on the stairs. It's half you'd even care when the lights are up and the sun is nearly gone down. Did you see him on the street? Did you pass
Some clunky bass there, huh?
him at your feet? Did you think it all until he even looked me in the eye? And he loves the girls, and he loves the boys. Gonna make $20 for the weekend's over. So set 'em up, then let 'em fall. Turn 'em over in your hands. God save the King of New Orleans. Got a ticket to a show. See him take a blow. When the drunk one said Cat Stevens was the greatest singer. Did you kick him in the head? Did you see the blood run down? Did you laugh at all when the people walked right by and said aloud, "Get a punch are all the same. Gonna make $20 for the weekend's over." So set 'em up, then let 'em fall. Turn 'em over in your hands. God save the King of New Orleans. Set 'em up, then let 'em fall. Turn 'em over in your hands. God save the King of New Orleans. Radio in my head, radio in my car, going down again. He's going down again. Anyway you look, anyway you talk it over. It's easier to let it slip out of your mind, but it rips your heart out. Then it kicks your head in. You give him one more chance. Try to see the beauty in his world. All the way and on my hands and on my feet and shoulders. Gonna make $20 for the weekend's over. So set 'em up, then let 'em fall. Turn 'em over in your hands. God save the King of New Orleans. Set 'em up, then let 'em fall. Turn 'em over in your hands. God save the King of New
Really good drumming. I'll tell you that for nothing. When I say really good, not the most technical drumming, but real powerhouse of a drummer. Real rock drums in that number. Great structuring as always. That's why I like this band, you know? They don't have to do these odd chords and these funky connections. They just play good songs. They write good songs with nice basic pop intervals, and they just structure it in the right way. They develop it in the right way. And I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Let's keep on going. We've got Rewind. And the funny thing about that is that normally when you come in with a great song, you think, oh, I hope it's not all downhill from here. But I'm expecting just the exact same quality, exact same degree of songwriting, the exact same flow and intelligent use of how they perform throughout the entirety of this record from here on. We've got Rewind coming up next, yeah? Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. Can I get a rewind selector? Track number 2, we're listening to Better Than Ezra. Friction Baby is the record. Let's jump in. Get a load of that fill there in between the rhythm change. Listen. Brilliant. You know, I think that's the perfect song length for them, because they can do everything they need to do in such an amount of time, and it just makes everything so moreish, because they have this way of creating this infectious, upbeat, positive sound. I mean, you know, it might be melancholy to some degree, but in the tonality, it's major key, right? And it's overtly major key. And they just have a great way of giving you a nice, easy listening audio experience, even though that drummer continues to really give them drums the beat down, really give that kit the beat down. Great bass guitar presence on this record. Big, loud, clunky, present bass guitar. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great vocal line. What more needs to be said? Long Lost coming up next, yeah? Yes, now, bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Better than Ezra. Friction, baby. Devoted to my good friend David, who's putting us on a little bit of a better than Ezra's stream of consciousness, stream of albums. I wonder how many records these dudes put out. This one's entitled Long Lost, track numero 3. Let's go. We've got Anthony DeGradi on the clarinet, the flute, and the saxophone. This was put out by Elektra, 1996. Don Gaiman, perhaps, production and engineering with Doug Tranto, assistant engineer Ethan Allen. It's mad how all of these productions have got like assistant engineer credits and mix engineers, and well, I guess mix engineers is like common, like getting it mastered and getting it mixed to different things, but they always have like assistant credits, and it's like, you know, from my experience in and out, don't get me wrong, I've not been involved in like mainstream production, so that's what the real difference is, but the idea of having multiple people like this generally working on a mix, it happens. People go back and forth, you know, producers will ask for assistance from their producer mates and stuff, but as far as giving them credits, trumpet Jamil Sharif, violin John Wasser, Kevin Griffin, the man, the legend on the guitar and vocals, piano Lawrence Seaberth, trombone Mark Mullins, tuba, we got the whole orchestral section on this record. Matthew Perrin on the tuba, mandolin, organ, piano, Peter Holsapple, bass Tom Drummond, drums Travis Aaron McNabb, and the writer Kevin Griffin. That's why, with all these people being involved, right, that's why you need to be a songwriter, because you get the money. You get all the money. Like, as far as performance royalties are concerned, bruh, you're getting naff all, but, well, as far as the other royalties, should I say? I mean, I've been out of the game for a second, so as far as like the, you know, which royalty is which, give me a break. But if you write a song, you write a song. Sounded like Smashing Pumpkins on that friend. Don't you think? It's been a few weeks, I would say, since we listened to the last Better Than Ezra record. But would you say that this album overall is a little bit heavier? You know, heavier in production and heavier in performance? Great tune. A little bit darker than the other two. Just in choice of chords and register of the guitar, I think, more than anything. But yeah, it's a surprisingly heavy sound, and it's a fantastic, just like the other one, very good production. The production value is absolutely superb. Very, very good. Normal Town is the one coming up next. Okie dokie. I will see you there. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now, Better Than Ezra, track 4 of 13 on the album Friction Babies, entitled Normal Town. We are going through the whole album, as you should know by now. Let's jump in.
I still remember you dressed in gray, looking undercover for the CIA. You were cursing silver.
Bold statement, but I like the way he's put this out. It says, greatest song ever cut on a studio room floor. Wow. Covers all the bases. Great song we'd hear randomly celebrating with my friends. BTE had very memorable live performances. Of course, I don't mean it's the greatest song ever. It just was to me at a great time in my life. I'll give that a thumbs up because that's amazing. The connection each and every person has individually and independently with music is absolutely fantastic. And that's why I don't mind, you know, expressing myself, you know, to some offensive degrees maybe from time to time when it comes to my personal opinions on music, you know, if I don't necessarily agree with what other people do. But that's the beauty of it, because, you know, I could have heard the worst song on planet Earth, but given that it has some degree of emotive connection to me, purely down to when I heard it, that makes my experience with that song, you know, depths different to someone who just, you know, happened to hear it for one reason or the next. It's really, really good. I love art, man.
Living in Back Bay, sailing on the Charles. When I heard you say, let's go down to normal town. Let's go down to normal town. Right down, 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 down. I wash you, lover, and scrub your face, running from Miss Porter's. You showed up one day from a flat in South End, where you made me strong. You said we're running out of both ends, so I came along. Let's go down.
Subtle yet great addition, these twinkling guitars on this pre-chorus. Bassist, of course, really laying down the foundation of this number with almost a weird effect upon that, a bit of an oinky sploinky wop, 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 wop. Whatever that effect is, you know.
Hey, wouldn't it be great to never worry about your future, never asking why? Hey, hey, in a subdivision,
It's a good jam. Well composed. I wouldn't probably say anything less than well composed when it comes to this act. But I felt, you know, lyrically speaking, it was a little uninspired. Let's go down to the normal town. Down, down, down. Nah, I didn't think too much to lyrical content. If I was to say out of the first 4 songs, this would probably, you know, if I had to, if I said what you're skipping out of the first 4, I'd skip this one. We got Scared Are You coming up next. Okay. Yes, now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, KOTP TV, DEZ, Friction Baby by the BTE, track 5 of 13. Scared Are You? Scared Are You is the title of this one. It goes out to David, who recommended this on the Patreon. One love, my brother. Let's go.
Strong hands, big plans, all reduced to this. Hard won freedom. How could you miss?
I think when he hits that higher falsetto vocal, he does sound a little bit like... Well, do you know what? I did say Smashing Pumpkins before, but now I'm going on a little bit of a Tom York, you know? In this more minor tone song. The tune Desperately Want in track 8 has got 4 million views. I think this has been the most toned down the drummer has been on the entire record so far.
It must be. Scared are you? Finally on your own. Do it all alone. We all do. Scared are you? Have to let you make a deal.
Good tune. Good tune. Little bit more downtoned from the rest of the tunes. A little bit more, you know, of a solemn, you know, introspective vibe. Dun, 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 dun. Heaviness produced by the downstrokes of the rhythm guitars. A little bit of a twinkle. I think the main characteristic of the instrumental was that tremolo effect placed upon the guitar. They don't mess about. They've got a different element introduced, at least a couple of different elements introduced in each and every song, whether it be a different way of performing, a different melodic instrumental element, or a different fill in the gap. Return of the Postmoderns coming up next. The shortest one, I think, at sub 3 minutes. This sounds like it'll be up my alley. Let's find out. Yes! There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit. Take these out. Just on a phone call. Strictly business as always. As usual, people. Hope everyone's doing well. We're getting through this record. Friction, baby! By Better Than Ezra. Track 6 of 13 we're on. Return of the Postmoderns, which is the shortest on the record. Shall we see whether it tickles my pickle or not? Let's go.
Tints and lovers beneath the covers. Riding
Someone says this band was awesome. I missed them 5 months ago, but I see nearest event, New Jersey, United States, September 6th. They're still playing out there.
on a wet dream, silver tonic green. High stool sweethearts, equipped with green cards. Chomp their 401 case, semi-chocolate free. Semi-chocolate free. Digging in lost pieces for an army trap container, calling dated clothes for the last time they were washed. Shelby and Sheila onomatopoeia. Catch hangnail on fan line, shiver morning shame. Preschool mothers in technicolors. A firebombing Dresden, standing heritage. Standing heritage. Beating like cartoon beautiful desire, riding beaches for president, now long the White House lawn. Beating Herbert Hoover with leather tip pinata, Lord and painted drink, milk tinted Aberration
Do you know what was catchy? Banana bow bow bow. Banana bow bow bow. You know what? That song, I would actually take it off the record. I'd say we don't need that. That sounds half finished compared to the songs we've had prior, you know. Not only down to its shorter length, but I would have that last bit written, and then we'd finish off with a nice big outro, you know, a big powerful emphasis and a climax. Other than that, fuck's sake, I've been paying £6, yeah, every month, like forever, for a chess app on my phone, and around this time I get a couple of quid come through, and then I have that just randomly fuck's sake. About time I cancel that. Yeah, I'd return. I'd take that one off of the record. To be honest, I don't think that one was worthy in comparison to the general songwriting capabilities of this band. Money is an energy, people. Money in, money out. That's all it is. Don't serve any purpose. It is but a number on a screen. They don't even print money no more. They don't even back money with anything. It's all a scam. Alright, it's all a scam. Let's keep on moving onwards. Hung the Moon, yes?
The Thatchers.
It's easy. Booking. Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady, itching his head at King of the Pit TV. Friction Baby is the record. Track 7 of 13 is entitled Hung the Moon. Shall we jump in? This entire listen through goes out to the man, the legend that is David over on the Patreon. If you're a fan of this band, don't thank me. Thank D-Dog over there.
Now, my name.
Let's go. Well, I take that back. My man's not a dog. I say it in due respect. Let's call him D-God. Do you know what I mean? We're not falling into that linguistic trap of indirectly using derogatory terms on our friends, alright? We have to unwire and rewire that intentional coding of our vocabulary, people. Don't be influenced now by what they tell you should do via the indirect means of pop culture and media. Yeah? Okay? Let's get our thinking caps on here, yeah? David is the man! Come on now. Here we go. What an intro, eh? It's like a very cool and calm AC/DC, that guitar line. Am I right or am I right?
When the day is done, I'll be with you.
Ba-ba-da-boom.
Like your eyes, say it true. The honest whispering lie, you frame the sun, shot out the stars. You held the sky and hung the moon. Yeah. Say you're lost, let your minds deceive. But when you find the one, tell me you always believe. You frame the sun, shine out the stars. Yeah, you pale the sky and hung the
Some Noel Gallagher on that diddle-diddle, that lead bit there. 1996. I think the one we listened to prior, the Deluxe album, I think that was 94, if not 95, right? We're back to a good standard now. We're back to a good standard. I said I'd chuck the last song off. And yeah, that, and I said, you know, normal town, felt a bit uninspired, but now we're back to a good standard. Powerful song, great guitars. The guitars are my favourite part of this one. I like the rhythm. Finger picked, I assume, sounded that way. Cool lead parts, great build, great climax. Very good. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. That's what we like. Move over. I think I'm going to come. We've got Desperately Wanting coming up next, which I saw had 4 million views. So this one's got 30,000 views. Yeah, let me just click the next one. From 30,000 to 4 million. What? What? Let's find out what's going on. I will see you there, people. Yes, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I've been desperately waiting for a track to explode on. Desperately Wanting is track number 8 of 13. I've got high hopes. I got high hopes because this one got millions of views. So, where the hell are these? I bet you this was used in a movie soundtrack. Shall we find out before we delve in? I bet this was used in a soundtrack, and that's why it's got such a surge of the views. This time, listen through goes out to my good friend David. Thank you for recommending this on the Patreon. Let us find out. Maybe it was just a hit single, you know? Yeah, no one directly referencing anything other than the fact that the lyrical content is quite connective. So this one's Desperately Wanting.
Pass the road to your house that you never call home, where they turned out your lights, though they say you'll never know.
Cody says these songs hit harder when you're in your 30s waiting for your shift to start. My brother, buy a tent and quit the job. Come on now!
I remember running through the wet grass, falling a step behind. Both of us never tiring, desperately wanting. When they pumped out your guts, filled you full of those pills, you were never quite right, deserving all the chills. Said the worst is over, can't get over.
Someone said it felt like we were really growing up in the 90s, getting over the stupid narcissism of the 80s. Taking a look around us and taking stock of ourselves. Then effing 9/11 happened, and that was the excuse we needed to bomb our empathy back into the Stone Age and get back to narcissism again. My people, don't let them have you use 9/11 as any excuse to be defeated. 9/11 was an inside job to have America and the powers that be behind America infiltrate the Middle East to enforce something financial, something globalized, something. I won't go into the details because we're quite simply talking about music, but it pains me to see this. Don't allow them to terrorize you into like being unhappy. That's their intention. A low operating, scared, fearful, shameful, humiliated, angry person, right, is incredibly easy to control, manipulate, and put into slavery. We must cut that energy and that frequency outside of our lives, all right? There's a good book to read, one I've forgotten about, but he, in a scientific manner, lays out the frequencies of emotions And through this mapping of the frequency of particular emotions, you can identify why they want to keep us down in these particular set of emotions and how they can utilize and weaponize that, right? Because when people say, oh, it's a good vibe, right? A good vibe isn't a bad vibe. And when you feel a good vibe, it's a good vibration. That's what it's short form for, right? It makes you feel good. You feel upbeat. You feel joyful. You feel happy. You feel relieved of the chains that was once upon you, right? So I'll try get the name of that book for you, actually. But we're seeing the same thing happen now with Iran. It's all an excuse to go in there because any country that hasn't subsided to the whole idea of submitting to the dollar and having this globalized banking system, they go in there and they might makes right sort the problem out, right? Speaking of 9/11 anyway, with all of the tension that's building up in the world, wait for another one. Wait for another one, people. I mean, I'm saying it here first, Tuesday 29th of July at 1:15 even. All right, that's the time of recording. There's going to be another false flag. Watch. It's probably going to be in New York. And it's going to be another religious holy war, right? But one to, really settle the score. So what it's building towards. It's quite funny because you lot will be like into this for like some emotive, heartbreaking situation and whatnot. And to a degree I am too. But the lyrical content of running through the wet grass, falling a step behind, that reminds me when I was pissed off on my face coming back from a Stone Roses and not even Oasis, just Stone Roses tribute act, right? I had a great time. I was off my face, right? And then some little kid ran off with my phone and I'm running after him and I slipped up on the grass and he got off with it, little bastard. So that's what this reminds me of, you know what I mean? Oh, get me away from them feelings, man. Get me away from that trauma. Mate, when I sobered up, I was in a bad state of affairs. This is a deep one. Robin Holmes says, lost my best friend in 2000. This was our song. Triggers me every day. Ever have a song that is your favourite but you can't bear to hear it? That's crazy, because that's truth. When a song is so emotionally powerful, when a piece of art evokes such emotion and such memories that it goes above and beyond any other art, because it creates such an emotional reaction in you, but due to that surge, that's crazy. That's crazy, isn't that the truth, man? That was Desperately Wanting. Good tune. This definitely got the radio play, given that this is the spike in the views, and I say that because this song was, just as good as a lot of the other songs we hear from this band. So this one doesn't necessarily stand out to me. It's just as good as a lot of the material we've been hearing. So the utmost of compliments. Let's keep going. We've got Still Life coming up next. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des, Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. Still Life. Track number 9 of 13. We're listening to Friction Baby by Better Than Ezra. Good album so far. Not gonna lie to you. We're gonna continue onwards and see if we've got any highlights coming up, alright? Track number 9, Still Life. Let's go. To the top. I like this one. This is a good tune. This is crazy controversial. I prefer this to Desperately Wanting. This is aligning with where I want to go a little more. So I'm not in the nostalgic, reminiscent, sorrowful headspace that Desperately Wanting wanted me to be in. I'm in this Still Life. Come on, get a little groove on. Little summer tune, this, eh? Not a single comment on this one. Give us a little instrumental solo, a little guitar. I'd love a guitar solo right now. Great guitar tone. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. I like that lead guitar, man. Wah, wah, wow. Walk on home, cowboy. Yeah, you don't live here anymore. So still alive. A little bit Robbie Williams-esque. A little bit Robbie Williams. That was great. That was great. That could be my favourite on the record so far. Great sound to it. Great, fresh, upbeat, summertime song. Cool expansion and accentuation on the bridge section. Something we don't get often. Sometimes we kill it off. Most of the times we kill it off on the bridge section, but these dudes elevated it. Very good. That was my favourite one so far. WW Oz coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. Track number 10, we're listening to Friction Baby by Better Than Ezra. This entire listen through goes out to my friend David who recommended this. Let's jump in.
WWOZ's on stereo. String of flowers, halo round your head. Candlelight, the ceiling fan, curtain goes away and back again, back again. Don't wake me, I think I'm in a dream. Sleeping is easy.
Lovely organ there.
Used to lay in bed for hours, waiting a lifetime. Now maybe I've learned. Calling back and forth through heavy air. Barges sound their warnings in the dark. Peace comes like a trusted friend as it starts to rain again. Fall away, fall away. So don't wake me, I think I'm in a dream. Sleeping is easy. They used to lay in bed for hours, waiting a lifetime. Or maybe I've learned. Sleeping is easy. They used to walk the streets for hours, waiting a lifetime. Or maybe I've learned.
Organ sells this one. That synth is really nice.
Let go of your fear. Let's grow old together. Find a place along the way. Let's reel through the years. Each makes the other better. Thoughts can like our lives. When the circle of dreams keeps working
So WWO's is a radio station. It says it's a big deal in New Orleans, but it could have easily been K-Rock or KFRC, as long as it's the station that's playing while you're lazing with your girl and cluelessly effing it up. And who hasn't done that? Such a sad, wonderful song. Cool. Nice to have a little bit of an insight there. Cool, cool. In the related videos, we've got the one drug that absolutely wrecked Oasis. Do you know me? I don't think Oasis were that rock and roll. I mean, as far as the sound and the attitude, yeah, but as far as like their behaviors, I don't think they were wreckheads. There's no like serious document on them being like actually wreckheads and on drugs and drunk all the time. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I probably enjoyed a drink, and I've seen footage of them perform and, you know, under the influence and stuff, but not to the degree of like Rockstar, you know. So like I think a lot of the reputation comes down to the mystery of the act as opposed to the actual proofing. Then again, what do I know, eh?
Sleeping is easy. Used to lay in bed for hours. I waited a lifetime, but maybe I've learned. Sleeping is easy. Used to walk the streets for hours. Waited a lifetime, but maybe I've learned. Maybe I've learned. WWOZ's on stereo. Well, it's on stereo. Well, it's on stereo. Well, it's on.
Beautiful cadence there. One thing this band hasn't got wrong, one thing the sound engineer hasn't got wrong on this record is the tones of the guitars. Absolutely pristine, great guitar tones. You know, nice and smooth and perfect for what, you know, they're conveying to me. All right, maybe to you or the next person might be, you know, a different opinion, but for what I enjoy, yeah, very nice sound. Very nice sound. Nice little insight into the world of radio there over in, you know, America. Very cool, very cool. Happy Endings coming up next. Possibly the shortest track on the record. Let's go. Yes, now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. Better Than Ezra is the act we're listening to. Friction Baby is the album. And Happy Endings is the title of this tune. So shall we jump in, people? I think we should. Shortest track on the record.
Say I'm wrong. It's much easier with you alone. Sundays were made for this. Sing Bond, give the villain a kiss. Holding your face in the glow. Play on, play on. Happy endings. I thought that you'd like to know. I'm finally letting her go. You always said, tell me when you're
Little banjo in there.
ready at last to.
Or is it a mandolin? Is it a mandolin? Because we've got credits for a mandolin, but we don't have one for a banjo. They're all the same. They're all the same.
Learning to chance it again. Play on, play on. Happy endings.
What the hell was that low frequency there at the end? Was that like a bowed? I don't know what them henched up things are, cellos or whatever. Have we got credit for a cello? Shall we find out? I didn't hear that throughout the entirety of that. That was so low frequency. Who knows? But that was happy endings. Nice little brief one. Little lullaby of a song. In all honesty, I'd throw that on at the end. I'd have that as the last track. I think it'd be fitting, you know. Overall, as a song, it's okay. Get to the guitar work. I want to hear a little more guitar, you know. A little twinkling acoustic is fine with me, but I like this band. I've really liked the drummer in this act so far. Powerhouse of a drummer. I want to hear a little more of that. Let's keep moving. We've got Speeding Up to Slow Down coming up next, yeah? Yes! There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Friction Baby is the record. Better Than Ezra is the band. Track 12 or 13 is Speeding Up to Slow Down. Let's see what it's all about. Let's jump in, shall we? We just came off of a clean, quiet number, so let's see the contrast here. Give us a bit of noise, yeah? That low frequency came from happy endings. Maybe it manifested in this one as opposed to existed through the end of the last one. If you know what I mean, it didn't exist throughout the entirety of the last song.
If they calm you down, then excite them. If they call you out, then ignore them. You're speeding up. You're speeding up. Yeah, you're speeding up. To slow down. Yeah. When they all
Great twinkle. As always, I'm a very big fan of the guitar tone on this record.
you rejected, when they all offer, you can't stand. You're speeding up. You're speeding up. Yeah, you're speeding up. To slow down. Yeah. If they call you out, they will tear you down. When your world falls in, then they'll leave you dry. You're speeding up. You're speeding.
Love the no frills approach to the drumming. The drum fills are really good, but he just hammers it. Just gives that snap. Don't do all of the whole crazy rock and roll, I've got 8 arms thing. Just paggers it for a second. Very accented. Bum ba dum ba da dum da dum da dum. Very good, very good. That was a great track. Very good. One of the band's talents is building up to a great climax, and we can only really get them on these overt distorted tracks, and that's what I like. When you give that drummer space to really flipping hit the drum kit, then the band excels like above and beyond and adds a whole new element. You know, I like that a lot. That Speeding Up to Slow Down, good tune, one of the better tunes on the record. Let's finish off with track 13, yeah. Every day things are getting worse every day. Coming from sunny England, where we're currently devolving into a police state, more so than ever before. I'm going to finish this record, Friction Baby by Better Than Ezra, as recommended on the Patreon by David. One love to my man David. Track 13 of 13. I'm not going to try and tell you the title of this one, for obvious reasons. I don't really know what I'm reading here, but yeah, this is the last track of the record, the longest one as well, at 6 minutes 37. Let's jump in, shall we? Come on now. Is this going to be an instrumental? It's coming that way. Some great piano work. Is this where all of the, well, I guess we've had a slight little bit of brass up until this point, but this is where all these credits are going to come in at, that are going to give us a big, 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 big finale. Okay, okay. And now we're going to have a hidden track.
Señoras y señores. Señoras y señores, muchas gracias por oyendo la grande música de Mejor de Ezra. Adiós.
Basta puta, hoje You and I, we glide the sand in the cobalt battle place in the moonlight, but the dregs got in our eyes. Jaune de près, je mange toi.
A little bit of fun to finish the record. I don't like fun. Don't give me fun at the end of the record. Don't give me no secret tracks. As I've said once and I'll say it again, going through these 90s to 2000s albums and just knowing that each and every one of these albums has got a hidden track, which means it's not a hidden track, it's just a blank space before another track, just sort of starts to make it a little bit corny. Not gonna lie to you. Anybody who's been in the studio before knows about hidden tracks. We've all done a hidden track, haven't we, before, because it's fun and it's very self-centered. It's self-centered because you just add a load of crap that nobody actually wants to hear onto the end. There's generally no good hidden tracks ever because you wouldn't hide that which was of quality. So, you know, it is what it is. That was okay. We had an instrumental outro to the record and then we had the hidden bit. You know, it was okay. The happy endings should have been the last track. Not to say finishing at track 11, but it should have been brought to the end. Happy ending should have been the last in the sequence, I think. And let's call it a day. That was better than Ezra. Friction Baby. I'll give my final overview of this album and I'll rate it out of 10. See you there. Yes, now bless now people, there's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV signing in and signing out. We just listened to Better Than Ezra's album, Friction Baby. 1996 this was put out. How many tunes we got on there? 13 tunes. Okay. 13 tunes. 14 if you want to consider it being, you know, the hidden track in addition. What do we have to say? First and foremost, I like the drums. I like the drummer on this record. The drummer is powerful. Doesn't, you know, flirt with the pretentious, doesn't need to do anything unnecessary, doesn't need to show off, but just really hits. I want to use harsh language here, but I'll say he hits the drums in the appropriate manner. He plays the drums well, okay? Very good. Vocals, good. You won't get a great range in the vocal line. I think, in all honesty, I think the actual vocal performance is the biggest on the album, which I know, like, the whole point is just like it's essentially a singer-songwriter-esque rock band, but lyrically it's more important than the vocal performance, right? I don't really get along with his vocal style too much, and that's the way it is. Although from time to time you hear a bit of Tom York in there when he hits the higher, and when he hits the higher you hear a little bit of the fella from the Smashing Pumpkins as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Tones on the record are fantastic. The guitar tones are brilliant. The clean guitar tones are brilliant. The overdriven guitar tones are brilliant. The effects that are used song by song on the guitar work, really good. Bass lines, good, prominent, clunky, heavy in their own way, you know, completely take full control of that bass frequency. Fantastic. Some songs are better than others. I like the more rock adjacent songs, the more overdriven songs than the cleaner ones, than the, you know, more minimalist ones. But as the numbers have shown us, people do like the cleaner songs a little bit more, so I would say. If I'm going to rate this album, I'm going to give it the same rating I gave the last Better Than Ezra album. I think both of them were consistent, good, quality records. I don't think I would have removed anything from the last record. You tell me, you go back and listen to that. But for this one, I'd probably take 1 or 2 tunes out just to, you know, condense the quality a little bit more so. But other than that, I'm happy, alright? I'm going to sign out on that. One love, people. Goodbye.